From the point of view of the fourth dimension, the distinctions made between the living and the non-living are functions of the dualism of mind fostered by exclusive reliance on methods of third-dimensional science, which further reinforce already existing erroneous thought patterns fixed in unexamined belief regarding life and death. Once the art and science of fourth-dimensional time are properly understood and practiced, common current third-dimensional beliefs, distinction and practices regarding life and death will alter greatly. The Call of Votan, page 38. Many modern scientists believe that time does not exist apart from space, and therefore consider the fourth dimension a minor dimension of space. According to the more recent theories of quantum physics, time may not exist at all. From the physicist's point of view, it does not. Russian-German mathematician Hermann Minkowski, a predecessor of Einstein, first defined time as the fourth dimension. Time is a difficult subject for physicists to explain because it is non-locatable. In other words, it is not hard. Space can be objectified, as object in space can be experienced by the five senses, but time cannot be objectified, unless you consider time as a clock, the mechanization of time, the basis of which time is money. When time is money, then time is objectified. For instance, English scientist Ian Walker of the University of Warwick has determined by mathematical formula that 3 minutes of brushing your teeth is a value equivalent of 45 cents. This is another example of a closed perceptual feedback loop reinforcing two artificial media, the clock and money. People actually believe time is money. It never occurs to them that money is just an arbitrary fiction given the status of reality by conditioned thinking. By adhering to this belief, the philosophy of materialism intensifies. To cosmic civilization, the notion that brushing your teeth is 45-cent value is an absurd illusion. Any science is ultimately a belief system, and any belief system is bound to have limitations. As we saw in Volume 1, a belief system is an ingrained pattern of behavior and habitual patterns of thought. What you tend to repeat on a daily basis to create a semblance of continuity of life patterns constitutes your belief system. Fringe science happens at the edge of the mainstream belief system. You really have to contemplate why what is commonly believed in is any more valid or less valid than what is not commonly believed in. If it is just a belief that makes it so, then why should we continue to believe that what is presented is absolutely concrete, real or true? We are now peering out from the chinks in a cavern. In the analogy of Plato in the cave, he says, "It is like we all live in a cave and then you see shadows cast on the wall back there. And we think the shadows cast on the wall are the reality, but we don't realize we live in a cave and those shadows are being cast by the light that is coming in from the entrance of the cave." To a certain degree, modern belief systems create these caves, and many modern scientists, with their theories, create a world based on shadows. Then the humans make a prison of these shadows and call it global civilization within a reality they forgot was a cave. In considering the mad trappings of the mind, we can see how modern belief systems build a theory and structure of reality based on a perceptual error from the shadow and limited frame of the cave. This erroneous theory is then projected into the third dimension, creating an entire civilization based on caged beliefs. This is the world of shadows. The actual reality is not even known. The universe that we live in and all kinds of questions we make about that universe affect the answers that we get. If our minds are biased, or we do not know our own minds, then the questions we ask may not be the best questions, and the interpretations and the answers we receive may not be the correct or highest answers. If we do not stop our activities and take time to know our own mind, then we do not know what our actual state of consciousness might be. Therefore, the questions we ask might be uninformed or ego-driven assumptions based on existing data compiled by other people who also did not know their own minds. This results in a world of exponential, theoretical confusion. Is it merely our own ignorance that we pursue? Whatever we are seeking to find or determine exists regardless. When a different answer comes, we might say, "Something has occurred outside of my theory. How could that be?" In this mindset, it is difficult to see that maybe what you are looking at is a very thin slice of different forms and striations of cosmic electricity that do not even exist in the model of reality that you have. This is precisely the beginning premise of cosmic history. The idea that this may not be so is treated with suspicion, and people may even be persecuted of thinking in different ways. Even an idea such as calendar change strikes fear and disbelief in some people. This is because they accept the fast pace of change and acceleration, everything in their life that drives them totally nuts. But when you say you can make a choice and get out of this, they do not believe it. This is because they too believe that the world of shadows is the real world, the only world. To them, saying you can make a change is like saying you can't change the shadows.